We have quarterback Garrett Greene. Questions for Garrett? Greg?
So Garrett, run game early, sort of pass game later. What did you guys see that allowed the run game to work so well early? And then obviously they made some adjustments and you guys took advantage in the pass game.
Yeah, no, really the whole week the point of emphasis was to be able to run the ball, and then our defense to be able to stop the run. That was kind of the whole emphasis this week. So we really just tried to. They didn't really have a lot of answers in the first half to what we were doing on the run game. CJ ran super hard, which was good to see. And then the whole line did a great job of kind of fitting up on guys in the second level, which let CJ make one guy miss, and then he was kind of in the open field. And then in the second half they started having some good answers with pressure looks and things like that to kind of muddy up the run game. So then we went to the pass game.
Did you stay out there a little longer for Country Roads, and what was it like in your final home game?
Yeah, no, I did an ESPN interview right after the game, but I definitely tried to soak it in a little more than I usually do, which is probably something I should have done, going back to my freshman year. But that's the most special tradition in all of college sports, and I was, grateful and thankful to be able to experience it.
Final drive on those 2 fourth down throws, those are 2 huge throws. Can you take us kind of in the moment of that, and kind of in the moment of those throws, just kind of what you were seeing, how you were feeling, and what it was like to just have those moments?
Yeah, no, I think J-Rob, Justin Robinson, and Huddy did a great job of kind of feeling me out and kind of getting to the spots. J-Rob, we repped that play. We ran it against Arizona, I believe. That same concept where J-Rob's a big body, so just give him the ball and let him go fall forward. And Hudson did a great job of kind of cutting his route, cutting the angle a little back some, just to not get in the way of that hook defender. So that's just something that we work all the time. We work those third and fourth down plays that you got to have, and we were all able to come through.
So it's your last home game, and the season didn't exactly hit the team goals, but what does it mean to clinch bowl eligibility, get a postseason of some kind, be able to go out that way?
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously you want to play in the postseason, and we had some games that didn't go our way this year. But that just shows the fight and the perseverance that the guys in this locker room have. So we're gonna celebrate this one tonight, and then tomorrow we'll get ready for Texas Tech.
You talked about those first couple possessions with CJ. He just seemed to be running crazy out there for a while.
Yeah, he just got in a little different mode, and I think the offensive line did a great job of kind of fitting up on the second level where it was CJ against one of their safeties, and I like that matchup for the Mountaineers. So I can't say enough about the offensive line and our tight ends.
Garrett, Jaheim's long run down to like the 2, you got a pretty good hit on.
Yeah.
What's a play like that like, where you give up the ball but you get hit anyway and probably don't know what's going on?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously I didn't see it. He kind of hit me from the blind side, but CJ made a. I don't think that gets talking about. CJ made a great move in the hole, a great spin move, which I obviously didn't see, but I saw on tape. But no, I mean it's always nice to see your running back 30, 40 yards downfield.
You have to you pick yourself up and you're like, oh hey, it was.
Yeah, I mean, I really didn't know what happened, and then when I looked up and I saw Jaheim, I was like, oh, I'll take that shot for that.
You and Nico shared a moment after the game, right after your interview. What can you say about your relationship with him and just how it's helped you this season when you were out with an injury and just all that?
Yeah, it's been great. Really since he got here, he's kind of been like my little brother. Just trying to everything that I've learned through my 4 years here. Really everything I've learned, trying to get that on into him. So when it's his time to have the keys. But I just told him to enjoy it and soak it all in, because it happens faster than you can think.
No, you have your successes and you have your struggles, as all collegiate quarterbacks do. But one thing that can't really be denied is you're probably one of the most gritty and most gutsy players to ever put on a West Virginia uniform. Mm-hmm. Can you talk a little bit about what goes into making you that type of athlete and that type of player? Yeah,
I mean, I think that just goes back to how I was raised. My dad had a rule for injuries, blood or bone. He's got to see one of them for me to be hurt. So I think this just all goes back to how I was raised. I can't say enough to really the whole Greene family for raising me like that. So it's just second nature.
What do you hope that people who have watched you played over these past few years, both West Virginia fans and, you know, just college football fans in general, what do you hope that they take away from, you know, what they see when you go on the field and the way you play?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I hope they just saw a guy that, you know, gave everything for the state, gave everything for his teammates, for his coaches, his family. Yeah, and then that's really it. You know, it's been an honor of a lifetime to be able to represent the state, be able to represent this, you know, wonderful university. So I wouldn't want it any other way.
Coach Brown says that he hopes fans are thankful for you, thankful for, you know, what you bring to the program, even during the struggles, even during the successes, regardless of what's going on. Mm-hmm. What does West Virginia football mean to you?
It means everything to me. You know, they took a kid from, you know, Tallahassee, Florida, and, you know, really welcomed him with open arms ever since, you know, I got here. And, you know, it really wasn't a decision to, you know, I mean, obviously people thought I was going to leave after some years, but it really was never a question for me, just because the fabric of the state, you know, kind of goes hand in hand with the fabric of my family. So I think it was the best decision I ever could have made.
I know you all came into the game with the idea to run the ball. Coach Brown mentioned that too. Mm-hmm. When you convert a 3rd and 12, you know, on a draw, in a situation where you think people are going to be throwing it, does that just reinforce it and say, hey, this is going to work, we can ride this all game? Yeah, I mean, I think in situations like that, you know, I think Coach Brown's calling it in a way that he's in the back of his mind, he knows we have 2 downs. So you really treat 3rd down as 2nd down, and then 4th down is really your 3rd down. So I think that was kind of our mentality this whole week, was we were going to be aggressive on 3rd and 4th downs.
Over the past couple of years, running success has seemed to dictate a lot of this team's overall success, whether y'all are winning or losing. Mm-hmm. Can you talk a little bit about just what you think the run game does for you guys that helps you outdo other teams? What it is about when the run game is successful, you guys are successful? Yeah,
I think, you know, our offense, we're not really like a quick game offense. You know, we really try to establish the run early, and then whenever they want to get extra hats, extra fitters into the box, then it kind of opens up our pass game. So I think that's really been the key to our success.
Every time you hit Hudson, it was a 1st down tonight. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you've seen him go from the walk-on to now like a starting wide receiver. So what can you say about his progression?
Yeah, I think it's been really cool to kind of see him develop throughout these last, you know, couple years, because he was making plays in Monday Night Football, and, you know, now, which is like the younger guy, you know, after practice and stuff. But then now, you know, just being able to watch him make these plays, because one of the 3rd downs we converted, they brought a cover 0 look, and, you know, he did a great job, you know, crossing face and, you know, getting to the void. So it's been awesome, and it's been a pleasure throwing to him.
Okay, thanks, Garrett.
Yep.
Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
guys.